there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. It will. It is out of here. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. First hit to the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
And welcome to the Postgame Show, brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions. And today, the Giants win behind Robbie Ray, 3-hitter, complete game, and the offense actually scored not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 runs. And the Giants win the game. Now, they won a game yesterday. They won a game today. That's 2 in a row. They win one tomorrow. That's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us. Welcome, Paul, Tommy Ugsley, Jenny Vega, Robbie Ray, and that's all that is, Ray. That's all that is, Ray. He looked fantastic taking on his old team in his old stomping grounds at Chase Field and was absolutely dominant. The slider was sick. The heat was there. And this game definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? It solidifies Robbie Ray as a 2025 All-Star. Whether he makes that team or not, he should be on that team. He leads the National League in wins. He's almost halfway to 20 wins. And after that game today, Giants win almost every game he starts. He's got 9 wins, 9-3, 2.68 ERA. I don't think there's any doubt Robbie Ray should be a 2025 All-Star. And how about my man Brett Wisely at third? Maybe that's the jersey I need to be buying. Wisely's making plays like he thinks he's Chapman or something. What's going on? Good job, Robert Hamilton. You nailed it. So very happy. Yeah, and look at the final score in Rays 3 losses, 1-0, 3-2, and 1-0. In other words, the dude gives the Giants a chance to win every single start. And if they don't win, it's the offense's fault in those 3 games. So, yeah, 7-2 today. A few good swings in the bat. Almost went deep. I think Adames hit one that would have been a home run in 29 ballparks, including Oracle. The only park that it would not have been gone in is the park he hit it in. And that was in the 3rd inning. But, yeah, Giants scored 2 right off the bat today. Elliot Ramos hit a double early on. Actually, Adames Endeavors walked, and then the double drove in a run, and then Jung Hoo Lee with the sac fly, 2-0 San Francisco. Then in the 3rd inning, 2 more runs. We had that double that I just talked about that drove in Yastrzemski, who had singled, 3-0, and then Elliot Ramos with another base hit, 4-0 Giants. Dbacks only got their first hit in the 5th inning. It was a home run from Suarez. You know, Suarez is going to hit a home run pretty much every day, so he's going to hit his daily bomb. 4-1 at that point in time, but in the top of the 7th, the Giants add 2 more. Andrew Kisner had a base hit. He ended up scoring. It was Adames with the double that sent Kisner to 3rd, and then Rafael Devers with the clutch hit, making it 6-1 Giants. The Giants added another in the top of inning number 9. on a Devers sac fly. Rafael Devers had a great day. Ketel Marte did hit a home run in the ninth, but Ray battled through it and somehow, some way, willed himself to victory. Even Kisner got in on the action. Chris Contreras. Devers had a battle at the plate and came through clutch. Clutch. Fireworks are starting early tonight. Ray, complete game. Adames, Yastrzemski, Devers, all heading to a AAA stadium. And that's what's on deck. Giants are actually heading to Sacramento. I first read that comment for like a split second. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, they are heading to a AAA stadium. They are heading to the Giants got 3 games. And I think it's cool for Sacramento, I guess, even though they don't want to call themselves Sacramento, which is ridiculous. But I just can't believe that MLB is allowing that to happen for 3 years when there's a perfectly good stadium in Oakland. But I've already done that rant. But it's absolutely insane. So I guess any team can just do that. They can just play in a AAA park now that precedence has been set. But it's still going to be cool and interesting to see on TV and everything how that's going to, well, obviously we've been seeing it, but not with the Giants. So this will be the Giants' first time playing in Sacramento as the Giants. A lot of these players are very, very comfortable in that ballpark. And I think that obviously the A's are very comfortable. Don't get me wrong. The A's have been playing there all year, but the A's are kind of tired of it. They don't like it. They've been complaining about it. The Giants are used to it because they play there in AAA. It's their stomping grounds. Look at how many guys in this lineup have played there. Yastrzemski played there. Ramos has played there a ton. Fitzgerald practically owns the stadium. Wisely, Kisner, these guys have all played there. So it's going to be a very familiar territory for the Giants. And Logan Webb, I'm pretty sure he has pitched there, but he's from there. That's his hometown. He's got a lot of family that's going to be there. So it's going to be interesting to see. SF Giants, Bob Granelli. I'm going to see Hayden Bird's son pitch on Sunday. That's what I'm talking about. Let us know what you see there. Robbie Ray in the mix following of allowing 2 home runs. AM Echo Sky almost at 45K subs. Holy Moses. They need to treat the next series like they got demoted. They do. This was a really big win. Giants salvaged that road trip. It was going to actually the road trip continues. I keep thinking like these are home games. They're not. But yeah, they really needed to win those 2. After you lose those first 2, it's like this is an absolute disaster. Losing to the Marlins. Almost getting swept by the White Sox. Are you freaking kidding me? Getting swept by the Marlins, and then you lose the first 2 in Arizona, and things were just like Buster Posey's got making statements, and he's saying, blame himself because he put the team together, which essentially blames the players. It's like, you blame me. I'm the one that put this sorry ass roster together with these dudes that can't hit. Yes. West Sacramento A's are not a team that I follow. Come here to support the channel. We appreciate that. AM Echo, Giants, SF Central, not to mention the A's have the worst pitching in baseball, even worse than the Rockies. And Severino has not pitched well at West Sacramento. He's pitched well on the road. He doesn't like the mound. I think it's in his head. And I'm not saying the mound is quality. All this complaining and all these guys saying how bad the AAA park is, which I find it really weird that it's that bad, but that's what they're saying. I think it's in their head at some point, though. And so we're going to take advantage of that. I mean, sure, it's not as nice as a big league ballpark, but it's still a pretty nice ballpark. I mean, it's a AAA ballpark, but it's not MLB standards, and MLB players can tell. This is how the West is won. Eric, any gifties for the win tonight? Christopher Byers wants gifties. Christopher Byers gets gifties. I don't know if you'll get one. Christopher Byers. Super chat from Tommy Hugsley. $2. Tribe and BC are dating. Rotten Robbie is him. And that's all that is, Ray. Thank you so much for that super chat. Sorry for slow reading that one. Tommy. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, super chat, not super chats, but memberships. Well, I gave 5 yesterday and they won. All I can say is 5 more. 5 more. Send them out. Christopher Byers right off the bat. The YouTube gods know what I wanted. Thomas B, Haley Katz, BC, Jason Williams, and we're going to have a ton of members-only videos this month. A lot of it to do with the draft because I'm going to be covering the draft this month, and I'm preparing. I'm doing a lot of stuff that's not like full-on, researched and like high quality, but it's still stuff that I want to put out there. And a lot of it's going to be members only. And some of it will be on Humm Baby Prospects. Some of it will be on Humm Baby Baseball. And by the way, Jason Williams, BC, Haley Katz, Thomas B, Christopher Byers have just received gifted memberships. And also, another super chat's on the board. And it's the sponsor of the Jason Corona. Well, I was supposed to do the opening. What did I do with the box? Where's the box? What's in the box? I lost the box. But I got the what's in the box. I want to thank Jason Corona. These are sick right here. Hall of Fame New York Giants hats. Freaking awesome stuff right here. These are sick. I was just waiting for Jason to show up. Look at that. That is awesome, dude. That is amazing. So awesome, man. Thank you so much. Those will definitely be worn. Love those vintage stuff right there. BC, Tommy Hugsley. We're talking W's. Yes, New York Giants hats. Okay, we got to respect the history. Eric, who do you have the Giants drafting in round 1? My buddy DJ Van Atten is going number 1. Just kidding. DJ, I hope you get drafted. But for the Giants, Jace LaViolette is a strong possibility. He's from Texas A&M, good power hitter. I know that Logan wants Vehiva Aloy, which is a very good possibility. A shortstop from Arkansas. For me, it's tough, man. All the guys I want are probably going to be gone by 13. So, Ethan Holiday will be gone. JoJo Parker will probably be gone. Kyson Witherspoon's a pitcher. He'll probably be gone. Jamie Arnold will be gone by then. Ava Arquette will be gone. So after that, the guy that I would, if I could pick, and a guy who will probably be available, Gage Wood from Arkansas, right-handed pitcher. He threw a no-hitter in the College World Series. I'm taking Gage Wood. That's who I would pick personally if it was up to me. Who do I think the Giants will take? I'll go with Logan's pick, Vehiva Aloy. I think that's a very strong possibility. Not a Mets hat. It's not a Mets hat. Tienes una customized Humm Baby baseball jersey. I think it could be a lucky charm for you wear it in your stream. I don't, but I can get one. We can make it happen, Chaplin. We can make it happen. Robbie Ray better than Kershaw. Ricky Vaughn or Henry Rowan Gardner to win in Game 7. We got to go with Ricky Vaughn because Henry Rowan Gardner might just, if he falls, if he accidentally falls over, he loses that fastball. We can't be having that. Ethan Holiday, no. Ethan, Who got the first overall? Isn't it the I totally forgot. I don't think either A's are going to get him. Nationals. I was thinking Cleveland. That was last year. Okay, Nationals got the first pick. A's don't have a pick till 11. I'm pretty sure Holiday will be long gone by then. Giants always get 13. I don't know what's up with us in 13. That's not even a lucky number. What's going on around here? What is up with that? But yeah, it's going to be a fun draft as it is every year. 7-2. Congratulations to Kershey for reaching 3,000. ¿Qué pasa con el Camilo Doval? Lanzó otra vez hoy. Me asusta, amigo. I don't know what happened to Camilo the other day. And luckily, I mean, they stuck with him, which took a lot of guts. I don't know where Bob Melvin gets the huevos to put him back out there in the 10th inning after he blew it in the 9th, but it worked out. So shout out to Bob Melvin and Camilo, because that was yesterday. That there's no way I'm sticking with Camilo after he blows it in the 9th and gets out of it. I'm counting my lucky stars that he made it through, and I'm going with someone else, but made the right move. I don't think Giants would go Gage Wood at 13. I didn't say they would. I said that's who I would pick. Huge difference, kids. Huge difference. I don't think they're going Gage Wood either. I think he's going later, probably to the Dodgers. He'll probably go to the Dodgers and then go and be a Hall of Famer. He'll go to the Dodgers at 40, and then he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. You heard it here first. Cut it out that Gage Wood is going to get picked late, and then he's going to the Hall of Fame. I did gifted memberships. So if you weren't here and you didn't get it, I guess that sucks. Let's freaking go. That was awesome. And a nice job. How you doing, baby Eric? I'm doing good. Nice job by Bob Melvin to stick with the man, Robbie Ray, who goes the distance today. Complete game 3-hitter. It's a 3-hitter. That's a 3-hitter. That's pretty damn good. One walk, too, and from a guy who used to be wild and can still be wild on occasion, but it wasn't today. One walk in the 9th inning, and I'm glad. I think they were going to pull him. I think that Bob Melvin was going to go get him, and I wouldn't get him. If I was man, I'm like, it's your game. If you can't hold a 7-1 lead, then can't help you with that. But, I'm going to let him finish his game. If he didn't get Suarez, he was coming out. No doubt in my mind. If Suarez got a walked or got a hit, he was coming out. Also, shout out to the catcher today, Kisner, 2 hits, 2 runs, and did a great job calling balls and strikes and being the catcher for Ray today. So Kisner deserves a shout out. Wisely went 0 for 4, but you know what? Defensively, he was freaking Matt Chapman II. I think he might be Matt Chapman's son or something. You had Fitzgerald today, sucked. I don't know what he's doing. Dom Smith today, sucked. Not sure what's going on there. Jung Hoo with a big hit and RBI. Ramos had another big day. Devers had 3 RBIs and a big day for him. Adames really really had a great day with 3 hits and 3 runs and an RBI. Yaz is a second big day in a row. Home run yesterday, 3 hits today. Yaz is coming around. This is what we've been waiting for. 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position. How hard was this? The Giants, by the way, made a move. I don't know what. Let's see. So they they decided to purchase the contract of a guy from AAA. His name is Sergio Alcantara. He's an infielder who the Giants signed in the offseason. And so far this year, with the River Cats, Giants need a lot of offense. They've been struggling. So this guy here with the River Cats, he's hitting 209. Actually, he's hitting, I apologize, he's actually hitting 206. 206 with no home runs. So obviously the Giants are thinking that, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. There you have it. Shout out Stupid Dumbass Child. Another reference to Major League 2. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but they promote Sergio Alcantara. I would have promoted my man not Alcantara, but why is his name slipping? Why am I can't remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I keep on thinking of it, and as soon as it gets in my head, it goes away before I can say it. Basabe. He's much better than Alcantara, but they go with Alcantara instead of Basabe. So Sergio Alcantara is on the rooster, y'all. He's been promoted. So, all seriousness, though, congratulations to him. And I know he's a good defender and he's a switch hitter, but he doesn't have no power and he hasn't hit much this year. So I'm not exactly sure why the Giants picked him, but that just goes to show we're really struggling with infield right now. Fitzgerald's not hitting, and we're just trying to find some kind of solution. I highly doubt Alcantara will be here for the rest of the season, but for the moment, he is on the roster. River Cats have the bases loaded with no outs. Cali Okie connection. Let's get it right. Happy 4th. Wait a minute, 4th of July? 4th of July. Any veterans here? Yeah, every time I go to a game on like the 4th of July or Memorial Day or something, they say, all the veterans, please stand. I hate it because I got to stand up. Sometimes I don't, though. If I'm with someone else, they're like, get up, come on. You're a veteran. I'm like, here we go. Robert Hamilton, Navy veteran. Did you happen to go to what's it called? Why did I forget what it's called? SEAL training. What's it called? There's an acronym for it, and I totally forgot. That's how long it's been in the military. BUDS. And I knew some people in the Army that went through some crazy training like that. Not as bad as BUDS, but everyone goes through boot camp. Boot camp is a walk in the park compared to BUDS. It's a stroll in the park walking your dog compared to BUDS. Yeah, boot camp, yeah. Now, I didn't do Marine boot camp, but I did Army basic training. Oh, man. Stroll in the park, y'all. Stroll in the park. Actually, all the training that was supposed to be so difficult was the easy part, and going to war was the easy part. The regular, like just being in my unit was the hard part. That's a long story. We got to stick to baseball. BUDS is, what's that stand for? BUDS is the training for Navy SEALs. Basic underwater demolition SEAL training. Drop and give me 20. Let's freaking do it! When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park. Cheer for the bat, ignite the spark. Fans of Giants baseball, sing bye-bye, baby. You wanna be in first place. Bye-bye, baby. Listen to the broadcast on KNBR and find out who we are. San Francisco Giants. It's bye-bye, baby. Thank you, Jenny Vegas. A little better every day. A little better every day. I don't know if I can do a whole lot yet. I do need to start running because I got a race coming up real quick, and I haven't run for like almost 2 weeks now since that 5-mile run that when I hurt my back, I ran out in the heat. I tried to run in very hot weather, and I made it through, and I was fine. The next day I woke up, and my back was done for. Done. But yeah, no, Giants win the game, and that's what's important. Let's find out what's on deck. Brought to you by Jason Corona Accounting Solutions. Thank you again for the caps. Straight from the Hall of Fame. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July. That is tomorrow. That is tomorrow. 4th of July, the birthday of the nation. Interestingly enough, 3 of the first 5 presidents passed away on the 4th of July. James Monroe died on the 4th of July. John Adams died on the 4th of July. Thomas Jefferson died on the 4th of July. Immature grid. We're doing that immature grid today. What's it going to have, like Logan in the grid? It's going to have half of the subscribers, Humm Bay baseball subscribers, myself included, will be in the grid. Don't mention president. Stupid dumbass child is pissed. Stupid dumbass child is pissed because I mentioned presidents. I didn't even mention a recent president. I mentioned presidents from the freaking first 5 presidents of the country. Anyway, what were we talking about again? What's on deck? Justin Verlander is on deck. Justin Verlander is scheduled for July 4th, and can we get this man a freaking win? Can we get this man a win? Now is the time. We're playing in a AAA park against a team that's not that, I'm no all due respect to the A's, but they're 36-53 in 5th place. They're not that great. And we have a future Hall of Famer on the mound, and it's his last chance before the All-Star break to get a daggone win. This is it. I cut you deep. Hey, I said myself too. We're all immature up in here. What's going on? I know you're not. I know you ain't offended by that. If that offended you, oh man, there's no way. You're just joking. Adams and Jefferson died on the same day. Yep. Adams, the story goes, I don't know if I really believe this, but the story goes he said Jefferson lives, like his last words, not knowing Jefferson had died earlier in the day. Sounds a little made up. Get Kate Holmes angry. Justin Verlander. J.P. Sears is a decent pitcher. Don't worry about that comment, Humm baby. J.P. Sears is decent. If we can't get Verlander a win in a AAA stadium, then he's not going to get a single win this. Imagine he pitches all year, and yeah, he maybe a stretch or two on the IL, but like for the most part, he stays in the rotation all year and he doesn't get a single win. And like his stats aren't even that bad. That ERA is not that bad. 4.26. That's a decent ERA. It's not great, but it's not horrible. It's an average ERA. He should have some wins. So who's it up to? It's up to these guys. Adames, Alcantara, welcome back to the bigs. My man Patrick Bailey, Devers, Fitzy, Flores, Kisner, Lee, Matos, Ramos, Smith, Wisely, and Yaz. Y'all better bring your baseball bats. Bring your bats to Sacramento, and I want to see some runs tomorrow. Verlander against Sears. But as for today, the player of the game, lots of options. You could take Kisner. You could take Lee. You could take Ramos. You could take Adames. You could take Devers. You could take Yaz. Or you can do the common sense thing and take Robert. Is his actual name Robert? Ray. And that's all that is, Ray. That's all that is, Ray. Yeah, Robert Glenn Ray. Robert Glenn Ray from Tennessee. Player of the game. Take the grunt when you can. Sacramento A's, your thoughts. What do you mean? My thoughts are you better beat them. My thoughts are I don't know if they're really going to build a stadium in Las Vegas. My thoughts are whoever's running that team, Fisher or whoever, is incompetent. And my thoughts are I don't know why Manfred and MLB lets them do whatever they want, because that should not be allowed. I didn't know MLB teams can just do whatever they want. I thought there were certain standards you had to abide by. Otherwise, you're not a freaking team anymore. And I didn't know you can just go play in a minor league park. But West Sacramento A's, don't say it's over. Carrie Fisher, used to have a big crush on her, for sure. But I was a big Star Wars fan as a kid. I mean, come on. So Jenny Vega, Chris Contreras, all the new members, thank you for being here. Giants win the game. Let's go. Let's keep it up. Final score. Giants 7, Diamondbacks 2. I didn't even get my hopes up today. I've been learning. It was 2-0. I was like, that's fine. The game was flying by. I mean, this game, how long this game? Well, the ninth inning kind of lasted a little longer, so I think this game was probably about 2 hours and 36 minutes. Let's see, not even 2 hours, 20 minutes. If the ninth inning had been a little faster, this game would have been about close to 2 hours flat. Why do MLB games they fly by nowadays? We're breaking records. They wanted to speed up the game. Gosh dang. And here's my thing. Like, now that you sped up the game with the clock, why don't we bring back all the other dumb stuff? Why do we need the 3-batter minimum anymore? We don't need that anymore because the games have sped up. So we don't need those dumb things. We don't need a runner at second base anymore. We don't need to run straight to first on an intentional walk. We can throw the 4 balls again like old school. Let's bring back some of the old school stuff now that we have the clocks and now the show's on the road. That's just my thoughts, though. Not everyone agrees with me on that. Hit that thumbs up. Wait a minute. Can we sign Naylor? Which one? Isn't there like brothers? Which Naylor do you want? Josh Naylor? I assume. Is Bo Naylor? Bo Naylor's the other guy, right? Bo Naylor's hitting 166, so I think you want Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor, right? He could be nice at first base, hitting 303. He's gotten 10 home runs on the year. Eric just said show on the road. That's something Logan, would say. Chris Naylor. Josh Naylor. Don't the Dodgers have a Naylor? The Dodgers have a guy named Naylor as well, I thought. There used to be a guy, Earl Naylor. I could swear to God that the Dodgers have a prospect named Naylor. I could be wrong on that. I don't know if he's related. I can't find him. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of Newell. Anyway, let's go Giants. I got a trivia question for the chat. Who is the only college Division III player to make it to the Hall of Fame? Division III baseball player, played Division III in college, and eventually made it to the Hall of Fame. Only one. Chris Contreras, I remember when the Giants were Fresno. Oh, man, I loved Fresno Grizzlies. I was a little disappointed. I mean, on the one hand, Sacramento's closer to San Francisco, and it's actually closer to where I was born in Visalia, which is closer to Fresno. But later on, lived closer to Sacramento, so it was closer to me. But at the same time, I like the Fresno Grizz, man. A's have Josh Naylor, brother in the minor leagues. Matt Williams, no. Matt Williams, no. Matt Williams went to UNLV, Division One. Bo Jackson's the man. Giants SF Central got it. Billy Wagner. It is indeed Billy Wagner. Billy Wagner pitched at Division III college called Ferrum College in Virginia. I would have never heard of it if it wasn't for Billy Wagner. Ferrum College. Shout out to a little trivia question for today. I wish I could give a prize to Giants SF Central, but it's what it is. It's what it is. Carson will get a chance. Everyone will get their chance. It's just a matter of time. Immature grid now. Okay, we'll do it and I'm out. I hope this doesn't take forever. No Giants today. Expos and White Sox. I always say Expos because I know more Expos players than White Sox. But almost Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco played on the Expos briefly, but I might have just been in spring training. I don't think he actually played an official game. How about Tim Raines? Can we go with Tim Raines? Am I right on that? 26% Tim Raines. Because Tim Raines played on the Expos and White Sox. Expos and Astros. Expos and Astros. Edwin Jackson. Barry Bonds. Jose Altuve. Jose Altuve for the 300-plus batting average. Well, please tell me Jose Altuve hit 300 at some point in his career. Thank God. 36%. 300-plus career home runs. Okay, we already know who we're going with. Jeff Bagwell. I don't know how many he hit, but he definitely hit 300. He definitely hit 300. White Sox, 300. Dude, the big hurt. The big hurt. Frank Thomas. We got to go with Frank. 300 career home runs and a 400-plus WAR. You want Bonds? Let's do it. Bonds, you can pretty much put Bonds. Anytime they have these big numbers, you just put Bonds and you know you're safe. 300 batting average and a 40-plus career WAR. I'm going with my man, one of my heroes, Tony Gwynn. I used to buy the VHS tapes. He taught me how to hit. He taught me how to hit when I was growing up. And even though he's a lefty. And I'm going with it. I'm going with Tony Gwynn. Yes! 6% Tony Gwynn! We're crushing this one. We're crushing this one. 300 batting average for the White Sox. Oh geez. Should we go with Jackson? What's Shoeless Joe? Should we go with Shoeless Joe? Let's do it. Oh, thank God. I don't know why I'm nervous. Like of course Shoeless Joe hit 300. For some reason, I'm always nervous. Like it's not like it's gonna be wrong. National player with a 40+ career WAR. Can I go with the Hawk? Can I go with Andre Dawson? Can I go with the Hawk? Yes, 10%. We're crushing it. Okay, now for the chat. It's your turn. A National and Astro. Edwin Jackson, can we get confirmation? Edwin Jackson played on the Astros? I know he played on the Nationals. I don't remember him on the Astros, but he dang sure might have been because he's been on every team. Okay, you're saying the same. Randy Johnson did not. Wait. Randy Johnson did pitch on. Ever so briefly, he pitched on the Astros. I was going to say, like, Randy Johnson didn't pitch on the Astros, but I think he did. I think you're right. Randy Johnson pitched on the Mariners, the Expos, then the Mariners. Then he went to the Astros for like half a season or one season at most. And then he ended up with the Yankees. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with Randy Johnson. And of course, then he played on the Giants as well. And of course, the Diamondbacks. Let's do it. 37% with Randy Johnson, the big unit. We got the big unit and the big hurt. Look at all these 90s stars. Bagwell, Bonds, Gwynn, Dawson, Randy Johnson, Frank Thomas, Tim Ray. This is an 80s, 90s grid where Joe Jackson's and Jose Altuve are the only that are not part of my childhood growing up in the 80s and 90s. This was, these are the guys right here. That's how you do an immaculate grid right there. Martin Maldonado. Yeah, that would have been one. Martin Maldonado, I got his bat somewhere. What happened was I went to an Astros game, and it just happened to be shortly after, like, Martin Maldonado. They said he couldn't use those bats, and all his bats that were the same model that Albert Pujols used, and they said he couldn't use them anymore. There's probably an article. Yeah, this is the article. Martin Maldonado banned from using illegal bat gifted by Albert Pujols, and he had a bunch of these bats, and so they were selling them, and they were not cracked or broken or anything. So yeah, I bought a few of those, no doubt about it. Altuve 90, time to hit the hay, everybody. He got DFA. Subscribe, Logan. Stupid dumbass child. Yes, Max or Chief. Will Harris. Good one. Yeah, Will Harris. That would have worked. Relief pitchers. Thank you guys so much. Octavio Dotel. Good guy. Nice guy. He's a nice guy. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. Let's get a win tomorrow, everyone. It's up to Verlander. I want to see a win tomorrow. If the Giants don't win tomorrow, I'm going to be pissed. This is because it's Verlander. This is not a should-win game. This is not a could-win game. This is a must-win game to get Verlander his first win before the All-Star break. And if you can't get Verlander a win, and you still win, okay, I mean, that's okay. I'll be happy enough, but I really want Verley to get a W. I know W's, like, I know that it's a team sport, but dude, Justin Verlander is a future Hall of Famer. He's got career 262 wins. Could we get him to 270? I know we ain't gonna get him to 300, but can we get him to 270? Jiminy Christmas, man. Holy smokes. I'm out. Now I'm mad. Just kidding. Good win today. Let's get it again tomorrow. Until then, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
There's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. It will. It is out of here. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
It's time for the Humm Baby Baseball Postgame Show. Brought to you by our friends.
Now that's how you supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.